Today's show, we bought it on Amazon. We're going to be doing a pretty big install today. Not any actual large parts, but a whole bunch of small parts. So let's see what it is that we're going to be putting on the bike. So we have all of these packages to put on to Jade today, and my trusty assistant.
I'm not trusty assistant.
Yes, you are my trusty assistant, but I do know that your name is Srkcycles. Say hi.
Hi.
Okay, let's get started. We'll open the first package and go from there. Okay, Saoirse, pick one. Which one do you want to put on the bike first? Go pick a box or a bag. Okay, let's save the big one to last. Pick one of the other ones.
No.
That one, okay. Now all of these parts are going to be linked in the video below. I'm sorry, below the video. Okay, these are going to be our side deflectors.
Can I open it?
Wait a second, let me find the opening. It's up there on top. Put it down here so they can see you on the camera. Here, thank you. So we have some side deflectors.
No, it's black.
Yeah, it is.
It's black like Jake's roof.
So let's get these on the bike and move on to the next piece.
Hey, give it to me.
Okay, so we've already taken the saddlebags off. You know how to do that from our previous videos. It's just 2 screws on the inside. And then you're going to have to take off these panels right here. Make sure and put your passenger peg down, and then these just pop out. Just pull them and they'll pop straight out like that. And we're going to set these aside on my ever-present towel to put. Yep. Yeah, it's aerodynamic. Okay. So now that we have that off, what we're looking for is the mounting holes, which are pretty much right here, and I believe right here. You'll see it when I go to put it on.
This can go up, Dada.
Yes, those can go up, baby.
I want to say hi, guys. Can I say hi, guys?
In a few minutes, baby.
Can I say hi? Hi, guys.
In a few minutes, my love. Okay, so guys, one of the challenges is getting this retaining nut into this hole, because you can only go in from the back side. Okay guys, so one of the challenges is going to be to get this retaining nut through to come through here when you can only barely get your fingers through here. So one of the tricks is to put a very thin screwdriver or similar tool, slide the bolt over it, and then bring it down and bring it out that way. Now that we have that, we are going to use a 3/8 inch socket on the bolts that come, and we're going to go ahead and put this bottom one on like so. I'm gonna have to reach in there, see if I can't push that a little bit. There we go. Just enough to get this started. Almost need 4 hands, but we got it going, so it should be good. Now we're just gonna pull out on it while we're turning to get it nice and snug into place.
Put this in the bike.
No, that doesn't go in the bike, babe.
I just go in the bike.
Okay. Now the upper area where we're gonna thread this through up here, let's take a closer look at that.
I wanted these holes. Hey, stop.
Let's put that back up there.
Look, it fits, Dada.
It does. That's awesome, babe. And as you can already figure out, this is a little bit tricky. Let's see what I can do without scratching the engine on this. These airframes were horrible, to say the least. The bolt pattern, or the little holes for the bolts to go through, did not even come close to lining up with the bike correctly, and it was for the model that we were trying to put it on. Now I know that the title up there says compatible for Harley touring and trike models 2009 to 2016, but further down in the description it lets you put in the actual make and model, and it does show that this would have worked with my bike as long as it did not have the cooling flow fan that mounts up underneath, which is an add-on itself. So very disappointed with these. Okay, air deflectors were a bust. Did not fit or align correctly, so we're gonna have to send those back. So far on trying out these non-Harley parts, this being the first part we've tried, it's not looking so good. Srkcycles, would you like to grab another box? Grab something else.
The big one.
You want to do the big one? Can you pick it up?
It's too heavy.
Okay, let's open it right where it's at.
Can you carry it over there?
Yes, let's open it where it's at, and then we can carry the parts, okay? Watch out.
There's points on it. Can I open this?
Yep, go for it.
Oh, they're strange.
Oh. There you go.
What is it?
Let's see. Oh, it's the crash bars for the saddlebags. These look like they're in pretty good condition, so let's get these put on. Okay guys, so we got these parts and those bolts, and no instructions, which is odd. So should be straightforward. What we're going to do is we're going to replace this guy here, which is what the saddlebag's set on, and there's really only 2 places it can mount, right here and then right over here. So let's see what we can figure out. Okay, so the 2 bolts that we're going to be connecting are going to be here and here, and we are going to be using the T45 torque wrench, or thingamabobber. The problem that we had with these guys, and I don't know why I didn't see it right at the beginning, because you can clearly see it here in the picture, is take a look at those bracket bars on the bottom, the 2 on the bottom that the saddlebags would rest on. If you'll notice, there are no connections on it to be able to hang the exhaust pipes. The factory ones have connections that are welded to them that the exhaust pipes bolt on. So this entire kit will not work on a bike that has exhaust that run under either one or both of the saddlebags. It makes no sense why this is designed this way, but you can't put these on if you have exhaust. Okay, so the next part, let's see what's in this bag here. See if I can't do this one-handed. That looks like we are making it. We are making it. And what do we have in here? I don't want to dump it out. It might scratch if it's what I think it is. All right, we have another envelope. Okay, so these are going to be my new mounting platform and screw for the saddlebag. Let's open these up and put them on real quick. So this is going to mount with that double-sided sticky tape right over that. And then the screw will go on top of it. I think that's going to look pretty good. Let's fit it and see how that looks once it's put on. Okay, so I'm striking out 0 because that little thingy fell down in there when I was trying to put the catch on, and there's not enough clearance around the tire, so I got to remove this fender. So this quite did not work out the way that I expected. The little plate would not go down around the nut lip to be secured. So in the end, we just ended up using the actual knob itself. It was only $9.90, and the knob does look pretty neat, and I like that, but I'm only getting use out of half of what we bought as a set. Let's see what's in this bag. Whew. What do we got here? I'm not sure I remember this. Oh, yes, I do remember this. This is going to be our axle nut covers. Let's hope we have the better luck with this. So I'm going to open this puppy up here. Let's see here. Okay. So here are the axle nut covers, and it is aluminum. It's machined very well. This feels like really good quality here, so I'm excited. Let's get these on and see how they look. These caps actually worked well, and I'm satisfied with these. Okay, these axle nut covers look really good and fit with the styling of the bike. I really like them. So, good stuff. Let's open the next package. Okay. These, I believe, are going to be the highway pegs. Let's see how good they look here. I really wanted the mounts, because the mounts, it's a kit. It's got mounts and pegs on it, right? The mounts were identical to the Harley brand, which I really wanted, but even with the pegs, they were a fraction of the cost. We're going to go over the cost of everything at the end. Now sometimes, and that's kind of disappointing, nice heavy quality metal but dirty rubber, which is weird. But I wasn't too worried about these because I'm going to probably replace these with the Kahuna Collection highway pegs anyway. The big thing for me was to get these at a reasonable price, because this whole set cost considerably less than just these from Harley Davidson. So let's get them put on and we'll go from there. These engine mount guards, I was so excited, and I completely understand why the Harley ones are so expensive. The fit and finish did not turn out to be great. Inside of the clamping mechanism that goes around the engine guard bar, it simply is very slick. There's nothing to hold them in place. There's no rubber grommet or anything else, and they're not completely shaped right. So when they go onto a round bar, they're more of an oval opening, and no matter how tight you tighten them, they just slip up and down the bar. And they will leave marks. If you tighten them in tight enough, it'll cut into the paint, as it did on one side of my engine guards, which I'm going to have to take care of now. But they will not stay in place. One other thing to note is, as you saw from the video, the foot pads themselves were dirty. They had imprints of feet already on them. So I clearly got a returned piece that was resent out, and I was the recipient of it. Lessons have been learnt. Don't be me. Do not make these mistakes. Buy from Harley. If you don't want to pay Harley prices, buy from a very reputable, well-known aftermarket company like Hogwarts or Avant Black or Ciro, or any one of a number of very popular, very well-reviewed companies. Do not go on eBay and Amazon and buy parts from companies you've never heard of. There is a difference. I hope this video helps prevent you from making these mistakes in the future. Needless to say, most of this is going right back, and I won't be going down this particular path again. Okay, you want to see what I kept? Let's actually just take a look at all that money we spent, all that time, all that labor, and this is what we have that works. We have that retaining bolt, which looks good, but it's just a retaining bolt. And we have the axle nut covers. All that time, all that effort, tons of labor, and those are the only things that worked. My lessons have been learnt.